to get up. Tommy. Oh. Somebody got up before their alarm. Somebody's feeling good.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody just cleared my name, I'd be feeling good, too.
It hasn't happened yet, Andy.
Well, it will. And you have my permission to celebrate that after waiting for justice for over 7 years.
Wait a second. Where are you going?
I'm going down to the station. I'm on duty.
So I gotta lie here alone and celebrate by myself? Great.
That's up to you. If I was you, I'd get out of bed and I would enjoy the first day of the rest of my life. Maybe by starting with a steamy shower with somebody who loves you.
Hello?
It's Antonio Vega.
Mr. Vega. Good morning.
We need to talk. Private.
I'm here at the hotel. Whenever you like.
I'll be there.
Whatever it is, we got to do it quick, all right, Carlo? I've got my first session with Mrs. Carpenter today, and I'd like to prepare. I expect things to go well.
Well, your expectations, not enough, Elliot. I expect guarantees.
So, what do you think? A little too melodramatic?
Honestly, this is an impeccable piece of writing about survival. Really, really. You just have the feeling you're right there with Marty and Patrick. Honey, I'm very proud of you.
Thanks. And I am proud of you, too.
Oh, really? Why? Because I can recognize greatness?
No, because you have been one strong lady. I gotta tell you, when I got back from England, I was a little worried. You seemed really fragile.
And I guess you've noticed an improvement, huh?
100%. Nothing seems to get to you anymore. It's like you're right on top of things. I mean, that's how it appears on the outside. But is that how it really is? Inside?
Hey, Bo. Hank, I was gonna call, see if Nora checked in with you when she got to New York.
Yeah, I wish you called.
You're angry because she and RJ and Drew went looking for Rachel without you. Is that right?
Oh, come on, Bo. You know, anger is easy. It's just not going to help right now.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't help if I was there either, but I still feel like that's where I'd like to be. But look at this. I got a whole backload of cases here.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm going halfway out of my mind myself. But, you know, after I scared Rachel away from the bus station last time, I don't know, I just can't take the chance, you know? I can't trust my own temper. I just don't want to mess everything up again.
I told you, Drew, I'm not really hungry.
Fine, don't eat then. Should get some rest.
I'm not tired. I want to go back to the bus station.
Nora, we waited all night. We didn't see Rachel or this guy.
Well, maybe they're sleeping, you know? Maybe we just missed them. It's a huge bus station.
You know, I just wish Jessica would have given a little bit better of a description about this Fred guy.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if we find him, he's going to lead us right smack to Rachel. They were at Port Authority, just saw.
All right. Let's just calm down. I'll go back there, okay? Every couple of hours, we'll switch. In the meantime, you need to get some rest.
I don't.
No, yes, you do. Your eyes are half shut. Rachel could walk by and you'd miss her.
Hey, anybody home?
Oh, finally. Where did you go?
Hey, man, did you have any luck?
Well, I found what I was looking for, yeah. I got a friend I want you to meet. Hey, Fred, come on in, man. Now, why don't we all talk while you still can? Now, see, I think Fred might be able to give us an idea where Rachel is. What do you think, Fred?
Good morning.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, a friend of mine told me I'm looking for some work.
Then we're looking for you. My name's Ava. I'm the manager here. And you do know where you are, don't you?
The glitter escort service, right?
I just wanted to make sure there wasn't some kind of a mistake. It's a pleasure meeting you. I mean, you're really attractive. You're exactly the employee that we're looking for. And your name is...
Oh, come on. I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't. You know, I wish I were out there looking for Rachel myself. In the meanwhile, the longer she's missing, the more difficult it's going to be for me to hold my marriage together.
What? Jeez, I'm sorry, Hank.
Yeah.
I know you've been putting in some long hours. Sheila's not happy, but I thought you guys were working that out.
Yeah, well, we've been trying to work it out. I don't know. It's just, the longer she's been out there...
Yeah, but look, Sheila's got to understand the reason you're half crazy is because you're trying to track down your daughter.
Yeah. You know, Sheila came to me the other day. She had something really important to say, and I was too busy with Rachel to hear. So finally, when I gave her a chance to say it, well, she told me. And I guess I just didn't react the right way. And so now she's so angry with me, she won't even speak.
Doesn't sound like Sheila, though. What's going on?
She's pregnant.
Yeah, well, that's great news. Hey, that's the best, Hank. Isn't it? I mean, you want a family with Sheila, right? That's why you're out there looking at houses.
Yeah, well, you know, we talked about having a kid. Hell, actually, we talked about having more than one. And the news is great. You know, I mean, it's just that the timing is all wrong. You know, why am I the only one who understands that, you know? I mean, come on, Bo. I just don't have any time right now for anything else. Right now, finding Rachel is the only thing I can think about.
All right, come on, Fred. You're holding up the show. I wouldn't do that.
Look, you know, I only met Rachel a couple of times.
Where did you meet her? How did she look? Was she on drugs?
Rachel's fine. You know, I mean, healthy, fine. You know, drugs, that's illegal, man. I can't remember.
Yes, you can.
Look, last time I saw Rachel, she needed to score. You know, I mean, powder, cocaine. But go figure, I mean, she gave her last $20 to this sweet little Barrymore baby doll blonde so she could take the bus back to Pennsylvania.
She gave her last bit of money to Jessica Buchanan.
Are you sure that 20 was all she had?
Yeah, and she was hungry, too. Broke and hungry.
How in the world is she supposed to live in this city without any money? What's she going to eat? Where's she going to stay? Where's she going to sleep?
Well, that is what Fred is going to tell us.
Well, yeah, Rachel's got something that she can sell. I mean, it's what most junkies do, eventually. I mean, they sort of have to, you know. Drugs cost money. But I'm sort of in the business myself, so if Rachel had a John, I would have heard about it from a girlfriend or two.
Oh, thank God for that.
All right, Fred. Now, I'm sure If you ever hear from Rachel again or see her, you're gonna let me know. Hmm? And this is my cell phone number, day or night. Understood?
Hey, whatever you say.
Get out of my sight.
So? Now what? We're no closer to finding Rachel than we were before. What do we do now?
I don't know.
Well, I have an idea.
My name? It's Rocky. I dropped out of law school, and I want to go back. I just need to make some money.
Well, you certainly could. The hours are flexible, but you do make a lot more than minimum wage.
I just don't know if I'm, cut out for it.
Well, try it and see. I mean, a lot of our girls put themselves through college with our brand of financial aid. I mean, learning's expensive.
Yeah, I think I might need a little bit more time.
Listen, why don't I set you up on your first date myself? Okay, there's this businessman. He's a regular. He comes into town every now and then. He enjoys some good dinner, some drinks, some dancing. Especially with the right companion, and I think that's you.
Just dinner and dancing?
Well, anything beyond that between you and the gentleman. Let me set something up for you tonight.
Tonight?
Yes, why wait? Why not find out if this is for you?
Oh,
Let me just make a call.
I don't have the right clothes.
That's no problem. We can take care of that right now. We take care of all our girls.
What's left of me is coming out, wrinkled and waterlogged. Don't say anything. I'm not even sure if we're still talking. You know, when I invite a man to come into a shower with me, I expect... Where are you going?
It is, isn't it? Come on, I could see you smiling.
Listen, I don't want to say it out loud for fear of jinxing it, but I suppose when you put it that way, yeah.
Good. Then let her rip, because you have earned it.
Oh, boy, that's the truth, isn't it? I really have earned it. But, Kevin, I feel happy, I feel confident, I'm strong. I feel like I'm in control again.
Ah, sounds like a ringing endorsement for therapy. Even these problems with Jess haven't tripped you up.
Oh, boy, is she going through one major rebellion, isn't she?
Yeah.
I have to tell you that I still feel very guilty about an awful lot of the things that that poor child has to go through. But I'm trying to listen to her. I'm trying to see her side of things. It's the only way I know to keep relationships open while children are growing up.
Well, worked with me, didn't it?
You tell me.
I think so.
Good.
Look, one other minor tremor. You have seen The Sun, haven't you?
The Sun?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't happen to be talking about the issue that is running the first in a series of excerpts from Dorian Lord's brilliant new novel featuring the insane maniac matriarch of Mayfair, Vanessa King, would you?
Yeah, that's the one.
I've seen it.
Well, we have to do something to fight back.
Yes, honey, I know, and I've already done something. I went to see Blair. I appealed to her on a personal level.
Did she go for it?
No, she didn't even understand it. So I threatened her with a lawsuit.
Good, because that's what we have to do. We have to play some hardball.
Yes, we do. I may seem to be only one personality on the outside, but we must never forget that there is a fearsome group on the inside, a force to be reckoned with. And nobody messes with Tommy.
Define guarantee for me. Carlo. What are you looking for?
You've got to get into the hypnotherapy with Vicky as soon as possible. Win her confidence.
I'll certainly try. Carlo, you know a great deal about me. And I certainly appreciate all the help in settling my gambling debts. But look, I am totally in the dark here. What is your ultimate goal?
Don't trouble yourself. Once Vicky is open to hypnotic suggestion from you, call me. You're still unattached, I assume.
Am I married? No.
Neither is she. Oh, been alone for some time now. Lonely widow.
Carlo, come on. You're not suggesting that I...
As I understand the dynamic, most patients fall head over heels for their therapist during their treatment.
It's called transference. When there's progress, it's a typical stage for the patient to pass through.
No doubt you can ensure that Vicky would not get beyond that stage. So if she falls in love with you, it should be easy for you to prod her into agreement with anything you said, or perhaps what I wanted her to do.
And if I had an objection based on ethical grounds?
Oh, I could understand why. It goes against any standard of decency. But with $200,000 in gambling debts due to me, I want something back for my money. Understood, Doctor?
Look, I gotta go downtown to see somebody.
Antonio, just because you tell me that nothing's happening doesn't mean that I have to believe it.
Andy, I didn't say nothing was happening.
That's right. You didn't say anything. When I told you that your name was going to be cleared, you didn't say anything. When I told you that Javier was going to testify that you did what you had to do in the pool hall, you barely batted an eye. You were so quiet. You held back last night when we were making love, too, didn't you?
Okay.
Okay.
Andy. Look, you know me, right? I mean, the word thing, that's why I get so quiet, but that doesn't mean something's wrong. I mean, 7 years in prison and everything just comes down all at once. All this good news. I've got all this stuff happening in my brain, you know? I don't know what to do with it. I don't even know how to describe it. I can't. You understand?
I understand. And that's okay. Because you're you. And I'm wild about that guy. Hey, since you're going to be downtown, it might be good for you to clear your mind to stop by the office and talk to Nora, you know. She might be able to help you start with your reversal.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's a good idea. Hey. Tell me you love me no matter what.
Antonio.
You love me no matter what.
Here it is. Here's what we're looking for. Yeah, all the services here in Manhattan.
What kind of services?
Escort services.
No.
Nora.
No, I'm sorry. She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. I'm her mother, all right? My daughter is not a whore.
Nora, don't get me wrong. I didn't mean that all these places take that route, but, you know, sometimes people get lonely. You know, they've been away from home, and they just want to have a nice conversation with a smart, pretty lady. So I think we should check out those kinds of places first, don't you, Drew?
Sure. I'll take a look at that.
Now I should take off and, start making visits.
You count me in, all right? I'll take half the list.
You can't do that, Drew. For God's sake, this could take weeks and you've got final exams.
That's right, man. You got school.
RJ, I promised my father I'd look after Nora.
No, man, you can't just skip
Out
out.
of time here. I made a commitment.
You're stubborn as well.
Well, it's my own brand, but thanks.
You can't just leave the school.
Stop fighting this. We're in this together. The main thing is that we track Rachel down and we bring her home. Right?
Thank you. Well, turn around. I was right.
You don't think it's a little, provocative?
It's just enough, trust me.
So, dinner and dancing, right? It's sure it's just a date.
Well, beyond that's between you and the client. Should both of you hit it off and something more than just dinner develop, well, that's your business, not ours. We simply arrange companionship.
How much am I gonna get paid?
Well, in a way, that's entirely up to you, too. See, the agency takes a fee up front from each client. But the girls work for tips, Rocky. So you keep whatever the client decides to tip. So the happier he is, the more money you take home.
Look, boy, I just don't know how to get Sheila to understand. I don't feel that great about being a father again. You know, when I screwed up so bad first time.
Come on, don't beat yourself up, Hank. You were a good father.
Yeah, well, not according to Rachel, you know. I mean, you know, it's not like I didn't try. I mean, because I really did. I just learned my lesson too late, and she had to pay the price. And now, I'm paying the price of being so tough on her.
Hey, morning, Hank. Hi, Bo.
Hey.
You guys read the statement yet? Javier Perez saw everything, and he's going to testify that it was self-defense.
Yeah, Ziggy Martinez, he came at Antonio Vega with the box cutter. I read it.
Yeah, I took a look at it, too.
And now what do? Do we reopen the case? Appeal to a judge? Hank?
Well, Andy, I need some questions answered first.
I have a few questions of my own. I mean, this has been over 7 years. Now, how come all of a sudden Perez decides to stand up?
Well, what does that matter? I mean, what matters now is that he's going to tell the truth.
Remember, Perez, he works for my brother.
So? What does RJ have to do with this?
Well, now, Andy, that's what I'm wondering. Look, Perez, he lies. And right now, he's lying for your boyfriend.
Wait a minute.
Otherwise, you wouldn't believe the baloney that he is slinging, all right? Now, his statement, it wasn't worth the time I spent to read it. I know it, and everyone else knows
What
it.
is this? You think it's not the truth, and that's it? You want the truth?
No, Andy.
This is the truth. You've had it in for Antonio from the very beginning. That is your truth, Mr. D.A.
There's only one reason Javier made a statement to clear my name. You're it. Well, I don't want any favors from you. And don't give me no bull about us being friends, because we're not.
That's not why I had him come forward, Antonio.
All right? So why did you?
Guilty till proven innocent. That's you, Hank. Well, lucky for you, you're never wrong, because you don't have any faith in the rest of us.
This has nothing to do with faith. Now, I'm the district attorney, and I base my decisions on facts.
Well, Antonio never committed a crime, and that's a fact. Well, this has to do with you looking at your own mistakes and your own biases. You might not even look at the facts now, either.
All right, Harrison. You're way out of line
Well,
here.
why don't you just arrest me and put me in prison, since that's your favorite solution?
I think that everybody has had their say, so now it's my turn, all right? I'm going to check it out. Now, if Perez's statement holds up, I'll take care of Antonio's case. I'll be sure that he sees that justice is served, personally. Now, is my word good enough for you?
Okay, we'll see.
but I'll hold you to it.
Well, you do that. Now I've got something for you to do. For me. Carlo Hesser. I want you to go see him.
Now?
Right now. Yes, I want you to schmooze him, okay? I'm the bad cop. I want you to be the good cop. I've leaned on him as much as I possibly can, but I want the pressure to stay on him. So nicely.
Okay.
You find out if he knew that Patrick Thornhart was watching him. See if he knew anything about that boat that sunk. Nicely, okay? And Andy, just smile, okay?
Got it.
Then get at it, all right? See if you can get something out of Carlo Hesser with a little honey.
I've done what I could do to clear your name because I believe it's the right thing to do. You were innocent. I've spent much, too much time, over many years with a cloud over my head. So when Javier told me actually what happened that night in the pool hall, I had to do something.
People like you don't do favors for free. But nobody asked you for this one. So nobody's paying you back.
No strings.
Right. So you want nothing out of me.
All I want is to see you fulfill your promise. You have a rare talent for leadership. Now with a clean record, I hope you will go to law school. Become an attorney. Take on the fights you believe in. Help those who are in the same circumstances as you are.
And that's it.
That's it. Oh, who knows? Maybe if I find myself being falsely accused again, I'll have the pleasure of watching you take on my case. That is, if you're willing to accept it. And if I should find myself in a situation like that, Antonio, I hope you do. Because I know we'll win.
I'm sorry I'm a little late, aren't I?
Only a few minutes, please.
Thank you. Look, Dr. Durbin. Oh, Elliot, sorry. There's something that I have to tell you.
Sure.
I hope you won't misunderstand me, but I want you to know that my decision really has nothing to do with you or your qualifications. I'm sure you're an excellent therapist, mostly because I value Susanna's judgment so highly.
I'm not sure that I understand you.
Well, you see,
Before you go on.
That's my point. I'm not going to go on. My family and I have agreed that I have made tremendous strides during the past few months of therapy. And it's not just because of Susanna's help. It has a lot to do with my own very hard work.
I'm sure you work very hard.
Well, I don't want to start at the beginning again. I hope that you understand, but I don't want a new therapist. I mean, if I need to talk to someone, I'll call Susanna, or I'll fly to Switzerland to see her if I have to. I want you to know that I've given this a lot of thought and very careful consideration, and I simply feel that the therapy should end, that that's the right thing now for me.
Vicky, right or wrong, I'm afraid it's impossible. I can't let you do that. Forgive me. It must be wonderful for you to feel so strong, secure after so long.
And I'm quite sure that you're happy for me, so why is it that you can't let me do this?
Well, there were conditions, Vicky, upon your release from the hospital. Therapy has to continue.
I know that. I'm going to go to the judge. I'll talk to her. She'll see that I'm well, and I'm sure she will change the terms of my release.
Well, maybe that can happen. But you confessed to a very serious crime. And from my experience, Vicky, no judge will even consider reversal without a thorough review. So for me to evaluate properly, I just want to get to know you a little bit better.
Well, how long is that going to take?
Hopefully only a few sessions. And I promise, I'll try not to get in the way of your new life. All right?
Yes. Yes, that's fair enough. That's fine. I'm afraid I can't start today because I'm due back at the office. I really was not intending to stay. I mean, I'll pay for the session, but I can't stay.
It's all right, fine. But from here on out, we'll stick to the original schedule. Same one you had with Susanna, all right?
That's fine, that's fine. And I won't be late for my next appointment, I promise you.
We'll get this work done as soon as possible. All right, I promise. You can trust me on that.
Yeah, I think I can. Thanks a lot, and I will see you next time, Elliot.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Carlo, it's Elliot. We may have a problem.
What now? I'm sure it's nothing you can't handle.
Oh, these are all $100 bills.
Yep, you're gonna need them. Look, and don't hold back. A client pays even when he's just looking to talk.
Okay. So we'll meet back here after I finish my half of the list?
Yeah, cool.
Drew? Wait a minute, you've never seen Rachel before.
No, I know what she looks like. I've seen plenty of pictures at your house.
No, just take this one. It may help. Certainly couldn't hurt. Might make a difference.
Okay.
Just bring her back safe, okay? Drew?
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. All those years, your father abandoned you.
No, don't do this right now. It's not the time.
Look at me. He's your father. And not being able to find you, not being able to know where you were, it hurt him as much as I'm hurting right now that I can't have my child with me. You just remember that.
I can't do this. I thought I could, but I can't.
I thought you said you needed to make some extra money.
I do. But just not this way.
It's a blind date. You've been on a blind date before. Look how nervous you're getting over nothing. No one can force you to have sex, and no one will, Rocky. Now, as much as I would like the chance for our agency to represent you, if you want to leave now, it's your choice, and I won't stop you. I just thought you'd like to take a moment to calm down and relax. Think before you pass up such a fine opportunity. And while you're thinking, if you don't mind, you're more than welcome to follow me in the back and have a taste. Just give me 5 more minutes to convince you. That's all I ask. Lots of girls enjoy having a treat every once in a while. It focuses them. It inspires them. The strange and wonderful thing about this business, Rocky, the more inspired you are, the more money you make.
Well, you heading home now?
Yeah, Sheila, she's still in the hospital, so, you know, I've got some phone calls to make, some paperwork to do.
Why don't you pick her up early and then play hooky tomorrow, hey? Come on.
The district attorney takes the day off. Yeah, I think I'll go home.
Tell Sheila congratulations from Nora and me, okay?
You got it.
No, I got it. Llanview PD.
Bob Buchanan, please.
Hey, honey, it's me. Look, you just missed Hank. He just walked out of here. Hold on. I'll get him.
No, Bo, don't go, don't. I'll call him. It's just I don't have any good news, so it can wait.
Did Rachel show up at the bus station?
No. RJ found Fred, though. You know, that guy that Jessica Buchanan saw talking to Rachel the other day?
What do you have to say?
Not much. Fred's kind of I mean, he's fine. It's just he's a little sleazy. Drew and RJ are out now checking out those services, those escort services.
Red.
I don't understand, Bo. How did all of this happen? Where is she?
Hello? Anyone?
Thought I heard someone.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Well, I hope so. This is the 10th one of these agencies I've been to.
10? Well, that suggests you're a young man with very particular taste. I assume there's a particular sort of companion you have in mind, or maybe a very specific look?
That's it. Yes. The look's very important. I'm trying to find someone my age. Someone who, well,
I don't know why I was so nervous.
Rocky, we have a guest.
Oh, sorry.
no, it's okay. As a matter of fact, you're just what I'm looking for, Rocky. Someone exactly like you.
Yeah, I want to check out Cassie Carpenter's take on what Marty and Patrick went through on that island. Right, the same story I wrote for us.
Kevin.
Hey, Mom. Betsy, I gotta go. Sorry, I just came in here to get a little peace and quiet.
Perfectly all right. You're always welcome in this office, as long as I'm not using it.
Good.
Besides, it's a way to thank you for all the help you gave me earlier.
What did I do?
Do you remember the little chat we had? I made a decision based on that chat, and I don't think I could have done it without you.
What decision?
I'm done with therapy. I really think that I have gotten everything I can out of it, all that I need, so I'm ending the treatments.
Wow. Well, hey, if that's what you think is right, then great. You sure, though?
Oh, I'm absolutely sure. I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine. I still have to go and see this new therapist just for a couple of sessions because he has to write a report and send it to the judge. But that's okay. That doesn't bother me. That's fine. Let him reevaluate me to his heart's content. I know that I am completely well.
You sure are.
We have to find a way to make sure that Vicky stays in therapy.
We have to? No, I don't. You do. Make it happen. Sorry about that. Now, where were we?
We weren't. I said what I had to say. So did you.
I'm sorry I kept you then. If there's anything I could ever do, my door is always open.
Thanks. But no thanks.
It's your choice. Remember, though, I admire your potential, Antonio.
Great. Like it or not.
Like it or not. I have no doubt you'll go far in this world, Antonio. And believe me when I say, I'll be there for you.